What is up, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome back for another episode of The Real and the Rare. I'm your host, as always, Steven Rychel. Being joined with me this evening, this afternoon, depending on where you're catching us from, is the one and only, the assassin, Mr. Houston, Alexander Houston. Appreciate your time this afternoon, my friend.
No problem at all, brother. What's going on? Yeah, you caught me in the middle of lunch. I hopped on and I was like, I can't miss it, Steve.
Well, I set it up as a pre-record, so even last time when I sent you the message earlier, that's why I said if you needed to adjust time or anything, we
Oh,
were
it's
all
all good. I'm always ready. If you're ready, you don't have to get ready.
exactly, my friend. Fun weekend for combat sports. You had a little BKFC last night. Obviously, you had the Jake Paul fight go on. A lot of stuff going on in combat sports this week. It's a
You
crazy
know what? There
time.
seems to be a lot of that going on lately, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, you got to think about it. Where we were, 15 years ago, where combats. Well, we couldn't. None of us could have thought about this. How much the sport as a whole has grown.
But we also didn't have the technology 10, 15 years ago. So now we got the internet, we got a little bit of everything, so we're good.
And then we're also on the precipice of the pay-per-view dying, because it is now only going to cost $59.99 to watch all the UFC events on this coming year. Big shout out to to Dana White and Paramount app TV, however you want to go about it, for literally making it much more accessible for the fans.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing they're not hurting for money, huh?
I guess not. Like, remember what it used to be? It was like every 2 years you'd hear it go up another $10 and another $10, and now it's gone
They
completely.
gotta compete, but they gotta compete with the online services, man. Somehow,
Streaming's changed what combat sports is today. I don't. We can talk about it as many ways we want, but it has. It has.
just accessibility is changing, brother.
It's a fun time if for the fan, at least. We don't have to fly all over the place to watch this fight or keep up with this. Watch this athlete. We can just hop on the streaming app. Put it on our phones, put it on our laptops. It's amazing in a lot of aspects.
Accessibility.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I want to talk to you about something. I seen something you were doing. I want to know if there's something you do on a regular basis. Obviously, we're in the holiday season. A lot of people are giving back. I was just talking with my co-host Justin Farillo. He just did some media with both two former NFL players. One's a current one. Giving back with the community. Obviously, we see here you're doing the bikes here. Is that something you do every year? Something you try to do around the holidays? How does that whole thing come about for you?
You know what? It's interesting. The Coach Shot School Tour I've been doing for the past 21, 22 years. So it's not just a holiday thing. It's a everyday thing for me, brother. I go to the schools and teach the kids about hip hop culture. But before we start the program, we give away two bikes to someone who's been great in attendance or the grades up or just overall great student. So I've been doing this for over 20 years, man. And I don't need a holiday to do it.
I do be watching some of your videos. You be busting out the breakdance moves and everything for the kids.
Well, it's not just me, but it's the kids, it's the teachers, it's the administrators, man. And so it's an all community effort to show off them dance moves.
Now, obviously, you're still strongly involved in music. You also still doing your DJ and stuff like that. How much does music still continue to like influence your life, Houston?
But music's been in my life 100%, man. So from start to finish. So, and a lot of people don't know that I was DJing before I was fighting. So I started with the Technique 1200s with actual albums back in the late '80s. So I've been DJing longer than I've been fighting. I've been doing radio for just as long as that. So music has always been a part of my life.
So you were scratching before you were scrapping.
I was scratching before I was scrapping. That's pretty good.
Man, that's how it was back in the, like you said, you were doing it back in the '80s. It was records. It wasn't CDs. It wasn't
Yeah,
downloaded onto
yeah.
some computer. You were
So
scratching, man.
somebody hit your table, you in trouble.
Oh man, that's, that, That was the thing about it. You had to like mark off the table. Like, yeah, anyone comes in this range, whatever happens to you happens to you.
Like Martin Lawrence in the house party. Don't hit the table. Don't hit the table.
Yeah, yeah, don't hit the table. Don't hit the table. That's right. I want to get, I did touch a little bit on the UFC. Did you happen to catch anything going on with the Netflix event with the Jake Paul and
I saw.
Joshua
I
fight?
wasn't really interested in watching it live, but I saw the after effects, and it didn't surprise me because you're not gonna get in a ring with a heavyweight champion and think that your internet hijinks is gonna have you winning. So hey, he got it. Jake got the best of both worlds. He got what was coming to him from one half of the spectrum, but he also got a huge viewing with Netflix, and he still, either way, jaw broken or not, he still got paid,
Mm-hmm.
and that's again that's part of what we got nowadays with the accessibility. You gotta be entertained somehow, and we were entertained by seeing his jaw get broken.
Yeah, that was probably the only entertaining part about it. I thought, I seen, a lot of things with this fight. Obviously the broken jaw. I wasn't really too happy with what I like. I liked his game plan, but then watching him like basically try to take Anthony Joshua down in the ring, I'm like, did someone
Look, man,
tell him it was
look.
a MMA fight?
He was confused, brother. He was confused with trying to take him down, trying to hit for the double leg. He was a little confused. So, but you know what? Again, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. He got his money's worth. The people got, I guess, their money's worth by seeing him, seeing that happen to him. But either way, it's all entertainment.
It is all in the name of entertainment, and
It
that's
is.
now the other thing though.
Were you entertained?
My thing was, I think I was like, listen, it's just a matter of time before, he's either going to gas out, make a mistake, and Anthony Joshua was going to make him pay for it. I didn't think it would take him 6 rounds to do it.
See,
But
you know what? I will give Jake this. He does train. He does do what's necessary for each bout that he does. But you're not a professional. You haven't been doing it all your life. So
yeah, and listen,
go.
I've been hard on him for all this, through all the matchups that he had leading up to this. But this is the first time, like, regardless of what it looked like to us who watch combat sports on a regular basis, he took the chance, Friday night, and he got in there with one of the best in the world. I may not have been happy with his game plan, the things that he did or whatever, but we can no longer hold that over him that he only picks on the old guys that are 2 weight classes below him. He actually took on the older guy that is a weight class above him and really challenged himself for the first time. I'll give him the credit for that, but like you said, there's like he cut his teeth again. Against some of the better names in our sport, win, lose, or draw, however that went. But he still has a while to go. I didn't like his promoter's comment after the fact that Jake lost because of size disadvantage, not because of a class advantage. No, your guy.
The memes, the memes. The next day have been hilarious. You can't make a change. You can't go for the double leg and not take him down. And if you're looking in the position that he's been in, was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought the funniest thing is someone put up there was like Jake Paul had attempted more double leg takedowns in that fight than Khalil Roundtree has done in his entire UFC career. I was spitting out coffee reading that.
It's funny.
It is. But on the non-funny side of it, we had 50-year-old Anderson Silva go out there and stop Tyron Woodley. And I seen this post, and I had to bring it up to you. Which UFC fighter is the definition of we didn't know how good we had it when we had them while they were on top? And I think Anderson's a good explanation of that. I mean, obviously, he was the man in the Matrix for the longest time until, Father's time started catching up with him. And
You know what? I think Anderson. I think Anderson. What happened with him? I think when he fought Jake, I think sometimes you get the fact that you've been doing MMA for so long that you really have to concentrate on that one particular um you know like boxing. He had to concentrate on that one boxing without having the one to kick him in his face or elbow him. You know what I'm saying? So I think um I think if he had more boxing matches under his belt, I think he would have beat Jake as well. But I don't
I
think he had enough boxing uh, uh ring presence, and I'm talking about Anderson, to be able to beat him at the time.
I agree. I thought that I know Anderson. I think he only had like one or two boxing bouts under his belt when he took the Jake Paul fight. I felt it was he should have had a few more.
Exactly.
Rumor has it he's about to become a police officer out there on the West Coast. So God forbid anyone who tries to tries to square up with police officer Silva, because that might be a bad night for that.
Look. But here's the thing, though. I respect that. If you're trying to be a police officer, that's all good. But they still have guns out there. They're
Yeah,
not trying to.
yeah, you're right.
And if they see Anderson Silva come around the corner, they're not going to trying to fight with him.
You're right. You're right there, my friend. It's a dangerous world we live in, and obviously, he was victorious. That was a late replacement fight for Tyrone Woodley. The real fight was supposed to be the rematch with Anderson Silva. Anderson called him out afterwards. Chris Weidman responded that your venom is here and he will see him soon. Obviously, Chris had to pull out due to an injury. That was supposed to be the initial fight on that card. Are you interested in seeing a Anderson Silva Chris Weidman rematch in boxing?
No.
I
I don't
think
know. Like I said, it's all entertainment, but at the end of the day, these novelty fights, I'm not interested in watching them too much.
it's what it's become anymore. If you really think about it, when you look at it, the way that boxing is at least being promoted at this point in time, that's what they want, or at least that's what's being promoted. Should I say?
Man, it's just entertainment, man. And the real professionals in the sports are maybe looking back, going, is this all I have to do to get the big purse? So man, it's all entertainment.
It has its place, but I don't think it should be in the forefront. I think like if you're going to do
Professional realm, huh?
yeah, like listen, like I think it has its place. I do, but I don't think it needs to be like this celebrated event where you have where it's the main fight on the big night. Should it be like leading off of one of these big events? Sure, but the main
Well,
event getting the most dollar amounts thrown at it. No, I don't subscribe.
welcome to 2025.
Welcome to 2025 is right. And speaking of shocking things that happened this year, we just seen Terrence Crawford basically announce his retirement after what less than a week after the WBC stripped him of his title after not paying these ridiculous fees. Do you think we're going to remember Bud Crawford as one of the best boxers of his time, because he's literally fought everybody, won almost all the belts.
I'm not gonna. And it's funny because you got to tread really carefully with this. I don't think Bud's retired. that, that is my personal feeling. That's why I haven't put up any memes or anything like that. I think he's strategically waiting to get that one particular fight that he needs to just ride off into the sunset. I don't think Bud's retired. I think this was a strategic move by him and his camp. So man. I've been around promotions and I've been around the fight game for over 20 years. So that's my personal take on that. So I'm waiting for my man to get his big payday to where he's getting $100 million and not the other opponent. So I don't think Bud's retired. I think he's just waiting.
I would tend to agree with you, just because
Hey, there you go.
you don't have a fight that big and then you just walk away like you do it. I think
Canelo and Crawford part two is going to be if that happened, probably be the biggest pay per view No, not even pay-per-view anymore. It would be the biggest event ever.
Yeah, I mean, especially if that how closely that a lot of people felt that first fight was. I thought that Bill, but Bud did his thing and one handedly, but you know. You know how the
Yeah.
fight game is. People excuse it away with this, excuse it away with that. So,
So again, shouts out to Crawford and his team. But I don't think announcing your retirement is a strategic move, but that's well played, bud. Well played.
I think 2026 we will see him return along the lines of you're sitting there saying a Canelo rematch or a particular fight that he feels that'll elevate him to where he wants to be. Both.
Brother's a lot smarter than what people think.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I really agree with you there. I think he's one of the undervalued, underappreciated boxers of this era right now.
I don't think that's so now of late. I don't think people are appreciating him now. You just see all the memes and all the well wishes and everything. So yeah, but well played, my friend. Well played.
Now, I always like to do this with you guys, and we always everyone wants to throw the word "goat" around all the time. I don't subscribe to that. I think there's so many different levels to it, especially when we're talking about combat sports, and I think it's one of the harder ones to do. But if you have your Mount Rushmore of combat sports athletes, it doesn't have to just be boxing, MMA, whatever. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore that you think that should be immortalized in that way?
Oh man, obviously you got Muhammad Ali. Did I like Megamero,
What was that?
the guy that the guy that fought uh man, I'm drawing a blank right here, but let me gather myself. George St. Pierre's up there. You
Yeah,
got to George has got
GSP.
to be George has got to be in your top 10 up there somewhere. With George, Muhammad Ali, who else? Hmm. And although he might have not competed, he was the modern version of MMA, and that would be Bruce Lee, because you don't have any uh, tapes of him actually competing, but he probably was one of the architects of MMA.
Yeah.
Uh, who else? Hmm. You got to put Jones up there because the heavyweight division in MMA, especially with the UFC, when you having the top guys in that situation, you got to
His
put Jones
early
up
run,
there.
his early run when he was just going through the light heavyweight division and he was just taking out name after
And and
name.
and heavyweight division in any division is probably the toughest. Outside of the smaller guys being as fast, but he was very consistent in his approach to everybody. So Jones is up there, and again, is it Megamedov?
Khabib? Is that you talking
Khabib,
about? You talking about
yes,
Khabib?
yeah,
I,
Khabib, yeah, Khabib, man, Khabib
He
to
he
me,
he was smart and got out when he should have, in my opinion. I thought there could have been a couple other fights that he could have done. A lot of
man,
people
but
feel
Khabib, man, I like his approach, and I love the way he, even though a lot of people like they're not real big on grappling or anything like that. Khabib is one of the best up there. So those are a few of my fighters I'll look up to and put them in that category.
a lot of people felt that way about George when he was in his early runs too. But George had his mixed game. I think was one of the best presented. And
George was John Jones before John Jones.
agreed. I just think John had a higher finish rate than George, at least in my opinion. But I mean,
But he
George
also again he also a heavyweight guy. So, but George was John before John was John. So there you go.
Uh, I, I'm not going to argue with that Mount Rushmore. Not at all. Not at all, my friend. Um, and we're talking about heavyweights, and I'd be remiss to talk about Cain Velasquez situation.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, he's they've moved his potential for parole to February of next year. Um, obviously Daniel Cormier is one of the big guys in his corner. Uh, people who don't know, like, the situation he went through, I think just about every father would have done something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was a terrible situation, and it's hard
yeah,
to even talk about that when you're a parent. So it's hard. That's a tough one. But
but I'm glad that they're
glad it
moving.
worked out for him in the end.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're moving it up for him, and he's going to be back home with his family sooner rather than later. When they delved at that sentence, I wasn't too happy with it, but they
But
basically
when he comes back, he's going to have a hero's welcome. Just understand that.
said, yeah. I mean, I think that there's a bunch of promotions that reached out to him. They want to like kind of work with him in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, he should definitely have a hero's welcome. But I'm glad that the judicial system is seeing that there are some wrongs that are going on with that, and seeing.
But at the end of the day, you still can't kill anybody. And this,
Well,
it's just,
thankfully he didn't. It was when
yeah.
he shot the gentleman. He shot him in the arm. I will give him credit for that. Thankfully, it didn't hit a major artery or anything like that, and there was no death. But I mean, no,
You can't kill anybody or do anything really crazy like that without getting some time.
yeah, yeah. So thankfully, he hopefully should be home at sometime in 2026. We will see about that, but looking forward to seeing Kane back with people that love him and care for him and stuff like that. That was truly a unique situation. I'll say to that point. Again, I've already reiterated, and if I'm in that situation, I don't know if I don't kill the person, just because we know how we are as parents when it comes to our loved one, comes to our kids. Sometimes we just go, we just turn red, so to speak, and that's what
Yeah,
that's.
that's it. Just like a boiler in the arena, just turn red.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just hopefully he knows better moving forward. Like, maybe I shouldn't have a firearm.
Well, it's all good, brother.
Yeah, so glad to see that that's looking like it may have a better ending than some of us seen or heard or anything like that. But I do want to get into some of the stuff that's going on with your career. Obviously, I was a little disappointed last time that BKFC was in your backyard. I didn't see you on the card, but that being said, you're fighting at the end of next month for Dynasty.
Yep.
Bare knuckle boxing. Can you talk to me about how this opportunity came about to you, and what your fans expect from this?
It was the guys from Dynasty that actually introduced me to the BKFC people, and so for some reason the BKFC haven't used me as of late. They still could probably use me, but when you're actually winning and you're the number one contender at my age, I don't think they were expecting that. So
I agree.
that's a big.
Anytime anyone was saying anything, someone said something that like they're implementing a new rule about like the age of fighters, and if you have losses that you have to, they're implementing new rules and things of that nature. Maybe I thought that had something to do with it, but at the same time, it's like you were sitting there saying, what were you 3, 4, 4-0?
4-0, but see, it's hard to justify that when I'm 4-0, and I'm but again, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and that's why I don't like sitting around. So that's why I got the opportunity from Dynasty and my man Train. We're doing this next month. So if I was completely getting devastated in the ring, obviously at my age I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. But I'm actually in pretty damn good shape, and I'm still actually fighting at a high level. So that's what we're doing this next month with Dynasty at the Liberty First Arena, man. January 31st.
So staying in your backyard, get to represent the hometown crowd. Obviously you said you feel good. You're still performing at a high level.
Yeah.
So I guess we should expect some more fireworks and highlight reels from the assassin come 31st.
It's gonna be really interesting, but I'm telling you that I'm working at Bud Crawford's gym with a lot of good people. So and there's a lot of quick people, a lot of people who have the Olympic backgrounds, a lot of people who are really, really, really good. So if anybody that's across from me or not as fast or not as good as the guys I've been working with at Bud's Gym, they're in trouble for real.
Yeah, man. It's listen, I love stories like yours, Houston. It's like you're having a second career at this point in time. Not a lot of fighters get these opportunities to still compete at this level. With these.
Oh yeah, Steve, I've been really fortunate, man. And then it was a big shot in the arm to get a shout out from Joe Rogan, man. So that was really cool to
I
get a
seen
shout out
that. I seen that. Yeah,
from
Joe
Joe.
was giving you some love on the podcast, man. Listen, you have one of those styles that people just don't forget, and then when they see you, still being able to do the things that you do at this age, like you have to tip your cap to you, because a lot of guys find reason to walk away to get out of those situations. Some of them try to go the coach and gym route. I'm going to open a gym, I'm going to coach, I'm going to do this. You still want to be in there with the young lions, man.
Yeah, because if I'm in the gym and I'm competing with the young lions and I'm beating their butts, what makes you think I can't get in there? But again, I coach, I do all those things too. But if someone's going to pay me to still compete at a higher level, I love doing that, man.
And we're already talking about that now. You go look at what the heavyweight announcements for Knucklemania. We're seeing Andrei Arlovsky rematching Big Ben Rothwell for the big event here in Philadelphia. Come February 7th.
All previous MMA guys. See, it's crazy, huh?
It is, man. Like I think, for whatever reason, I think the MMA fighter, for whatever reason, is transferring over to bare knuckle a lot better than some of the boxers doing. Because from what I've seen, a lot of the boxers are still relying on the big puffy gloves to kind of save them from their shots, and it's not happening. They're getting stopped.
Well, then with the MMA guys, they still have the little small gloves. So, but I think it's the MMA guys' mentalities either. So because no one cares. We don't care about getting hit.
I agree. You've seen it across bare knuckle, regardless what the promotion is. I think when you look at the sport as a total, the MMA guys are having better success when they have their opportunities in bare knuckle.
But also, Steve, don't get it twisted. The whole object of the game is not to get hit. Don't get it twisted. For real.
No one wants their head to look like it went through a cheese grater when they get done with the.
No one wants that. No one wants that. Just move out the way.
I was literally looking at it.
Now, I was just bringing up Arlovsky. I wanted to know if you've seen what happened after the Jake Paul fight. He winds up getting involved in some little scuffle backstage with Jack Doherty, the little streamer guy, and his little crew.
Man, again,
Andre's one of the nicest guys I've met. How can you wind up starting some nonsense with him? I don't get it. I don't.
Man, I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff, man. I don't keep up with buffoonery.
Yeah, it is a bunch of foolery.
Yeah, I don't keep up with all that crap, man. I let everybody else worry about that stuff.
From what I've seen, that's exactly what it was.
Exactly, a whole bunch of buffoonery. Just stop it.
Especially when you're seeing who it was coming from. The streamer guy, he's a giant.
Just stop it.
That's what it is, man. But as we're getting ready to get down to it, I like to try to keep this at 30 minutes. Keep you going with your afternoon. What I do here at the end, Houston, is kind of throw it over to you, brother. Anything you want to say? Shoot out those social media sites. Any sponsors that you have? Any parting shots for the podcast this afternoon? The time is yours, Houston.
Well, Steve, I appreciate you having me on the show, man. And again, no matter where I'm at, because I'm at lunch right now, but I'm still getting on the podcast because I respect you that much. I just appreciate you having me on the show. I appreciate everybody that's out there supporting me and continue to support me. And even right now, even in this second career of me just treating my situation as something I love to do. This is what I love to do, honestly. And so, and remember, the day I get my ass kicked, that's when the day I get out of there. But right now, I'm doing all the ass kicking. Not kissing, but kicking. So I just appreciate everybody supporting me. Follow me on all my social media sites because I'm halfway entertaining at that. So, but thanks a lot for all the years of you guys supporting me.
It's always a pleasure, man. Like I love picking your guys' brains, seeing what's going on with you, what's going on with your life, outside of just talking combat sports. Like yeah, I love when I come across your content because you're more than halfway entertaining, Houston. You are. I know.
Amen. And you coming up on your site too, man. So congratulations on what you're doing.
I'm trying a little bit. I don't want to brag a little bit, but like I switched media companies and joined the guys over here at the South Florida Tribune. We went from 64,000 views when I got here back in May. Before I got on here today, I think we were 4,000 views away from 1 million.
Well, brother, hey, like I said, hey, congratulations to what you're doing too. So
yeah, it's not
that's
just
nothing. That's not nothing to sneeze at, though. That's
it is. It is
significant jump.
I try to talk it down because I'm not one of those guys that really does that. But they were pointing it out to me, like, have you seen the numbers lately? I'm like, no, I haven't. What is it? Like, yo, we're closing.
Right, but just you do what I do. Just keep doing the work. That's it.
I do it for the fun of it. I do it so like have these conversations, share stories with you, have you share them with our listeners. It's about connecting people at the end of the day. That's what I've really I've been doing this.
It's all about partnerships and it's all about relationships. Those two things.
Yes, sir. I'm having fun with the guys I have on here. I got
so it's not Steve, it's not work.
It's fun and work.
There you go. You still want to get paid.
And I think that's the real beauty of it. Like you have to find that balance when you're. I mean, I've been doing this a little bit more than 10 years now. If you don't find that balance, you're going to be like every other one. They get burnt out after 2-3 years. They disappear. We never hear from them again. I truly enjoy connecting people. If I can get your voice out to 10 more people, 100 more people, whoever, to not only support you, but to support some of the stuff you're doing. You never know that. Like that's how you guys come across sponsors. That's how you guys come across partnerships. Is doing this type of stuff, and that's why I always appreciate your guys' time as much as you thank me. You know what I mean? I like I said, I'll never have a day where I won't thank an athlete for their time, regardless of if it's someone as known as you or if it's somebody who's having their second, third amateur fight. I appreciate all your guys' time. I have this saying: "There's no story too big, too small." I want everyone.
I guess that's why I'm on here right now. Huh?
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate your time today, Houston. Going to wish you the best of skill coming January 31st. I have no doubt that you will have your hand raised in another victorious fashion. Definitely got to get you back.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The last thing I want to say that, with us doing our school tour with all these schools, we're always looking for bike donations. So if you are interested in doing any type of bike donations, you can hit me up at halexanderomaha at gmail.com. Got the waiter in the background trying to compete with me. It's crazy. But halexanderomaha. We'll let him finish it.
Give them a second so we can get it nice and clear.
There you go.
It's like a nobody, this random gift. I'm like, I wish I had nobody, friends.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. With our school tour, we're trying to get bikes for because every time we participate in a school event, we give away bikes. So if you're interested in giving any donations for the bikes, you can email me at halexanderomaha at gmail.com because you go to any of my social media sites, you see that we give away bikes and we've been doing it for the past 20 years. So thank you guys for all your support. And thank you, Steve.
I always appreciate it. Hopefully we get a nice clip of that so we can put that on the social medias. I'm saying clip that now because they just upgraded it, and all we have to say is clip that now on here, and it's supposed to clip it on our thing. So hopefully that comes out. We're able to share that information with everyone. Again, thank you for your time this afternoon, my friend. We should have the interview up in about an hour or so.
My brother, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. You be careful.
All right, you have a good one, Houston.
I'm out.
All right, everyone. That was Houston, the Assassin Alexander. Another fun interview with him. Looking forward to seeing him get back in there, doing his thing in the combat sports realm. But as for that, I'm Steve. This was another episode of The Real and the Rare. Make sure you guys are checking us out on all the social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, whatever your social media platform of poison is. I'm out. We will catch you guys on the rebound. Peace out, my friends.